Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are today's headlines. Secretary of the Cần Thơ City Party Committee had a working session with the Standing Board of Phong Điền District Party Committee. Leaders of Cần Thơ City received the delegation of the vsip group led by Mr. Kelvin Teo, co-chairman of the vsip group. Top news today. On June 15, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, Secretary of the Cần Thơ City Party Committee, had a working session with the Standing Board of Phong Điền District Party Committee on the result of the performance of the task in the first 5 months of the year and key tasks from now until the end of 2023. The Phong Điền District Party Committee has organized a conference to study comprehensively the resolutions of the Central Committee and the City Party Committee, effectively mobilize, arrange cadres in conjunction with the assignment of personnel according to the planning, organize the implementation of many beneficial projects, contributing to ensuring social security. Service revenue is estimated at 2,980 billion VND, reaching 68.47% of the target. Tourism revenue reached 285 billion VND. Industry production value is estimated at 494 billion VND, reaching 51% of the target. Revenue budget was 267 billion VND, reaching 47% of the target. Afterward, the Secretary also came to inspect the implementation of the intersection of the provincial road projects 918, 917 and 923 and the Tây Đô Bridge project in Phong Điền District. On June 14, the chairman of the City People Committee, Mr. Chương, the secretary of the City Party Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, and the standing vice chairman of the City People Committee, Mr. Hiển, had a meeting with Mr. Kelvin Teo, co-chairman of the vsip group.
vsip co-chairman stated that the group's development orientation is to investing building a green, clean and sustainable industrial model. The vsip ecosystem has attracted over 15 billion USD of investment in Vietnam's industrial parks. For Cần Thơ, vsip is also committed to introducing and attracting FDI into vsip Thành Industrial Park, Cần Thơ, and is expected to start allocating land to secondary investors in the third quarter of 2024. However, due to the incompleteness of legal procedures and land, vsip will likely allocate land to secondary investors in the third quarter of 2024. As for Cần Thơ City, the Ministry of Central Government and leaders of the city and local departments are making great efforts to promote the start of vsip Industrial Park in Cần Thơ because the project is a driving force for the development of Cần Thơ and the whole Mekong Delta. In the long term, the city wishes to build industrial development in the direction of green and clean, focusing on developing the field of processing agricultural and aquatic products for export. Cần Thơ also agrees with the view of building the vsip Industrial Park in the direction of integration, expanding trade and service activities associated with the urban areas and developing logistics.
The delegation of Cần Thơ City People Council, Bình Thủy District Unit had a working session to supervise the ring road project of Cần Thơ Airport. The project first phase connects Võ Văn Kiệt and Lê Hồng Phong streets. The project, which has a length of 1,675 meters, began work at the end of 2019 and is scheduled to be finished in 200 days. 8 households and individuals refused to comply with the ground allocation and request for land compensation, which is one of the project's current challenges. Additionally, 3 organizations' technical infrastructure works, including Bình Thủy Electricity, VNPT Underground Cable System, and Cần Thơ 2 Water Supply Company, have not yet been relocated and handed over the premises. Mr. Trần Quốc Vũ, chairman of the People Council of Bình Thủy District, suggested focusing on site clearance, ensuring handover to the construction unit before July 15, advised the City People Committee to receive land from Division 370 coordinate with Regiment 917 to quickly build a military fence system, in parallel with handing over the ground to the construction unit. Additionally, he suggested giving control of the site to the project's construction unit to ensure that it is finished by December 2023. To strictly manage sand mine, the Cần Thơ City People Committee has just assigned the Department of Natural Resources and Environment to strengthen the inspection of supervision of mining capacity of sand and gravel mines in the city.
The chairman of the city gave the director of the Department of Natural Resources and Environment the task of continuing to review data on the management of sand and gravel minerals in the riverbed, proposing additional management measures, reporting to City People's Committee as a basis for summarizing and reporting to the Prime Minister in accordance with regulations. Additionally, the department needs to improve the supervision of sand and gravel mines in the city and requires that mining companies set up a system and track the effects of riverbank erosion in accordance with regulations. These requirements are meant to ensure safety and environmental protection without altering river flow or triggering riverbed landslides.
On June 15, the Executive Committee of the City Association of Agent Orange Victims held a conference to review the activities of the first half of the year and implement the task of the second half of 2023. The association's operation in the first half of the year remains steady, and it currently has close to 6,360 members. There are 4,429 Agent Orange victims in the entire city, and 3,615 of them are eligible for Agent Orange policy and social protection, or about 82% of the total. With a budget of over 10 billion VND, the group has effectively cooperated with Fatherland Front committees and mass organizations at all levels to provide care for Agent Orange victims. Over 14,800 Agent Orange victims received gifts for the Lunar New Year, totaling nearly 8 billion VND, exceeding the plan's target of 177%. The revised cost of textbook for grades 4, 8, and 11 has been released by the Vietnam Education Publishing House for the upcoming 2023-2024 school year. These are the first classes to implement the new generation education program.
The cost of a new set of textbook ranges from 250,000 to 390,000 Vietnam dong, which is 2 to 3 times more than the cost of the present set. The bigger number of books in each series, the design with more color, photographs, the more vivid presentations and drawings, and the larger book sizes, according to the VEP, are some of the factors that contribute to a rise in book prices. The new textbooks, according to the VEP, are created using active learning techniques, linking theories to practice and fostering student creativity. Textbooks for grades 4, 8, and 11 under the 2018 General Education Program are expected to be released on June 15.
A durian festival with the theme Châu Thành Durian Connect, Reach Out has just taken place in Châu Thành District, Đồng Tháp Province.
The event seeks to commemorate the labor accomplishments of farmers, provide chances for learning, and strengthen relationships between farmers, entrepreneurs, scientists, and the state, as well as promote and present to the public the high-quality foods of Châu Thành District. At the same time, attract tourists to promote ecotourism, invest in the agricultural sector, and gradually strengthen the value chain of the district's key products sustainably.
Coming up next is the weather forecast. That's it for today's edition of Cần Thơ News. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.